Welcome you all. Myself, Dr. Neelam Chavan, MD Ayurveda, practicing since 10 years in Ayurveda and Panchakarma at Islampur, Sangli, Maharashtra. As we know, cosmetic industry is one of the fastest moving industries in the world right now. Although the market is getting crowded, the future can still be promising for herbal cosmetics. In market, what we get herbal products are flooded with chemicals. So, I came with a concept of herbal formulations with less chemicals. If you see any shampoo, cream, it contains lots of ingredients. So, I have designed the product with less ingredients. Before going to make our formulations, I want to give most important information about the rules and precautions which we have to follow in cosmetic formulations, or while formulating our cosmetics we have to follow some rules. It's fun to make your own cosmetics, but there are some crucial uses precautions you need to be aware of it. Some rules to follow for safely creating homemade or handmade cosmetics. First, we have to wash your hands thoroughly before making products. We have to disinfect all containers and utensils with rubbing alcohol. It is essential to follow the user's recommendation for many cosmetic ingredients, and some of them, if used in a wrong amount, may cause dermal sensitization, or else it will deteriorate our product consistency. We have to measure our ingredients correctly to get proper consistency. So, we are going to use kitchen weighing scale and pocket scale for the measuring or weighing of our raw materials. We have to add preservatives or antioxidant to the product. For anhydrous product, it is not necessary to add preservative. Just if you add vitamin E, it will work better. But for the water containing product, it will deteriorate or it will get contaminated. To avoid that, we have to add some preservative in water containing products. Then second most important point is to measure the pH. pH is a measure on a scale of 0 to 14 of how alkaline or acidic product is. A pH of 7 is neutral pH. pH of less than 7 is acidic and a pH greater than 7 is alkaline. Measuring the pH of a product is a simple step that must not be missed out when you formulate your homemade skincare, as it is crucial for the safety of a product. The pH of a product will influence many important characteristics of any formulation. You can tell, for example, by the pH of the product whether or not your chosen preservative will work effectively and safely. pH also impact, among other aspects, the look and feel, color, consistency and scent of a product. Some preservatives work better with specific pH. Our skin has a specific pH value which normally ranges around pH 5 and varies from one body part to another and from one person to another. This acidic nature of the skin plays a vital role in maintaining healthy skin. The hair surface also has a specific pH, which is even lower than the skin pH at around 4. It's therefore important to create products that have appropriate pH to maintain healthy hair. Means for skin preparation, we usually prefer the pH in between 4.5 to 5.5. For hairs also, we usually prefer the pH up to 5 or up to 5.5 maximum. You cannot measure a pH of anhydrous product like lip balms, emulsions, etc. You don't need a high-tech pH meter in order to measure the pH of your product. You can use pH strips that are easily available in the market. You can order it online also. As you start out formulating homemade skincare for personal use. Then comes the percentage of the formula or how to write the formula. Our cosmetic formula should be written in percentage as it is universal. When you make a formulation, it should be always in 100% so that you can multiply it and you can form formulations of 1 kg batch, 2 kg batch, 3 kg batch by multiplying the 100% formula. Then comes the preservative. It's very important thing. Which preservatives we have to use? I will discuss some preservatives that are commonly used in the cosmetics. Cosmetic and beauty products are made up of ingredients that are biodegradable, and this means that microbes can easily break them down. This causes a product to become unpleasant and unsafe for consumers with an added microbial. Preservatives are antimicrobial ingredient added to product formulation to maintain the microbiological safety of the product by inhibiting the growth of and reducing the amount of microbial contamination. Below is the list of most common type of preservative used in a cosmetic that I have forwarded that I will forward you. Now we'll discuss about some preservatives. Parabens. Parabens are widely used preservative in India. Still market is saying paraben free product, but if you use paraben in user's recommendation, it won't cause any harm. So I will give you the information about all the product, all the preservative. It's up to you which preservative you will prefer. First we'll discuss about the parabens. Parabens are like germaben, methylparaben, propylparaben, butylparaben are available in the market. These are most economical, most widely used group of preservative. It is effective for fungal protection and some gram-positive bacteria. Must be combined with others for gram-negative protection. Allowed for both rinse off and leave on products, means you can use this in creams and in shampoos also. Concerns about estrogenic activity due to study. The study was disputed, but public now perceives them as dangerous and it is difficult to turn that around. It was concluded they were safe for use in cosmetic product at level up to 25%. Typically, parabens are used at levels ranging from 0.01 to 0.3%. Then comes formaldehyde releases. Diandium Hedentation, Germal Plus are the main examples of the formaldehyde releases. They are effective for bacteria and having big fungal efficacy. It releases formaldehyde. The use of formaldehyde releasing preservative ensures that the actual level of free formaldehyde in the product is always very low, yet sufficient to ensure microbial inhibition. Then comes the isothiazolinons. For example, cathons. These are broad spectrum effective preservative, best for the rinse of product, effective over the entire pH range, normally encountered in cosmetics. It may cause irritation. Then comes the phenoxyethanol. Optivan Plus are the few examples of the phenoxyethanol. It is not a broad spectrum by itself, but often combination with caprylyl glycol, then sorbic acid, potassium sorbate or EDTA, it creates broad spectrum efficacy. As we are going to use EDTA in each and every product, so we can combine the phenoxyethanol in our product. We can easily so that it will increase its efficacy. It is having good bacterial efficacy. It is best against gram-negative bacteria. It is very stable and not pH dependent. So it is widely used in cosmetic industry. It is allowed up to 1%. Then comes the organic acids. In this, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, then anisic acids are a few examples of the organic acids. Higher use level to be effective, leading to highest cost. For this, aqueous base is required. It is effective against most fungi with weak efficacy against bacteria. After combined with other organic acid for broad spectrum effectiveness. It is considered to be natural alternative, though they are often made synthetically. It requires pH 2 to 6. Then we'll discuss some natural preservative here or EcoCert preservative here. First we'll discuss about the CosaGuard. It is benzyl alcohol dihydroacetic acid, also called as ZeoGuard 221. CosmoGuard is the brand name. It is broad spectrum antibacterial antifungal activity. Its usage rate is 0.2 to 1%. Then comes the ISCAGuard PEG. We are going to use ISCAGuard PEG in all our cosmetics. It is also EcoCert preservative. It is paraben free preservative, so used as a natural preservative. It is a combination of phenoxyethanol and triethyl glycol. Phenoxyethanol is a versatile, widely used preservative for personal care formulation. ISCAGuard PEG has a broad, balanced spectrum of activity against bacteria, yeast, mold and fungi. So, we are going to use ISCAGuard PEG in our products. As I discussed, you can use parabens, you can use phenoxyethanols, you can use formaldehyde releases and isothiazolinones also in your product. It's up to you which is beneficial, which is more economical for you. But we are going to use ISCAGuard PEG in our product.